everyone. Welcome to another Sunday morning sidestepping something. That's what this is. It's a something. So when you come on, say howdy to me. How you doing? I look a little rough, don't I? Yeah, that's okay. I'll take care of it later. So got one person on. Who we got? How you doing? If you don't mind, smack that like button. Smack it like it's bad. A bad baby. Got my coffee. Got the spit. No, sorry. Hey, princess. How you doing? Miss Kim, she's working. She's not with us this morning. How you doing, princess? You doing okay? Yeah. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm getting back in the nitty gritty of things. The surgery went good. I'm doing better. Uh, and got some stuff coming up. Good. I'm doing good. I'll be on lowdown for the next couple weeks though, because I got stuff I'm doing and I've been putting it off, so I got to do it. So when I can do a live stream for y'all, I will. When I can get something out, I will, but I gotta get stuff before I uh, travel back to work. So, so that's why this week you'll just have to go back and watch some stuff that I did. Just did. Oops, sorry. Guess what? I have three, three sub, 13 subscribers. That's good, princess. Keep it up. We're proud of you. Hi, DTI Life. I just call you Life. How's that? Reminds me of that movie with oh, what's his name? Uh, he was on Beverly Hills Cop. Uh, oh, he's a comedian. Help me out, somebody. He's not Richard Pryor. He's the other guy. Uh, can't believe hey, no, none. I hope that's how you could. No one. How you doing? Let me think of his name. Oh, good. But the other guy, he played on Bad Boys. Not with, he played with Will Smith. What's his name? Kevin, Kevin Hart. Okay, remember the movie Life? That's what your name reminds me of. With Kevin Hart and what's the other name? On Daddy Daycare and all that. I can't think of his name. I will here after a bit. Hey, Joshy boy. Yeah, Kevin Hart. Thank you. Thank you, D9. But the other fella, the other African American actor, he's in all the old movies, 80s, 90s, on up. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. We're in the cemetery this morning because I document tombstones for genealogy. Danny. I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. Uh, no, he played in Coming to America in the 80s. He also played in like the Beverly Hills Cop. They made like a Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2 and 3, but I just can't think of his name. Ain't that something? But this is where my sixth great grandpa and every time I get on a live stream, I'm burping, farting, or something. So that's what you get when you're watching somebody that's countrified. I just have to let it go too. But this is the family cemetery, one of my family trees. This is one of them. Greenberry and Tempe. Now it's funny because I get signal right here, but when we did see the tractor right there on the 4th of July, I was parked right behind it, and there ain't no service right there, but there's service right here. I got almost all bars. Hi, Summit. Sorry, I butchered your name. Hi, Martha. Or Martin. Whoa, got to zoom out. Sorry about that. Got a close up of everything. So I just did like a 10, 11-minute video. I'm starting to do a documentation of genealogy things now, right now, till my GoPro gets fixed. I ain't yet sent in yet. So I gotta do that this week. I gotta help some people this week. So this week, there ain't much going on. Just letting you know, heads up. Who you calling girl? Rez? Rez? Can't pronounce your name. I ain't a girl. Sorry to disappoint you. I ain't no girl. I document tombstones for genealogy. That's what I do. And if you want to know why I talk like a girl, when I was 17-year-old, I had this ears and throat doctor. He put a scope down to my vocal cords, and he said, "Oh, there's something wrong with your vocal cords. With some surgery, you can talk like John Wayne." Is that you, John Wayne? So for 10 years, I lied and told everybody with some surgery I could talk like John Wayne. Well, fast forward 2001, 10 years down the road, uh, I had some chest trouble going on. I felt like I was having a heart attack or something. So I went to my primary doctor, and they didn't run no test on me. So he sent me over to Salem, North Carolina, to figure out what was going on. And 'cause I was vomiting when I was having the chest trouble. So we didn't know what was going on. And back then, technology ain't what it is today. So he sent me over to Salem, North Carolina, to the Baptist hospital over there. And if any of you are watching are from North Carolina in that area, you know where I'm talking about. So I got over there and they did what they did to see what was going on with my chest. But then they got wind in there that there was somebody that talked like a girl and boogie like Michael Jackson. So they come up to me and said, "We wanna, we wanna know about how come you talk like you do." And I was 27 at the time. That's what I'm explaining, Sonia. You'll have to go back and watch the rest, but you're in the midst of it. So anyway, uh, come to find out the reason why I had trust, uh, like, felt like I was having chest pains. I had severe, very severe acid reflux, which caused the airflow not to go into the lungs and get to the heart. And so the next thing, they're like, "We want to check out your voice." So they checked out, after a week's worth of testing. They did different things, like they had these big old long needles. They had them attached to a machine. I mean, like 100 of them. They set me back there, laid me back, and they stuck these needles all in my brain, told me to do different sounds and hooked me up to a machine, told me to scream as loud as I could, and all sorts of stuff. And so after a week worth of that, come to find out, their studies showed that I should be mute. There's no, we all have a nerve that connects to the vocal cords. Without that nerve, you don't get no volume part of the voice. So that's why mute people, they sign language, because they were born without the nerve, or they were born with the nerve that's completely dead. I have the nerve, but it's completely dead. And they didn't gonna give me a medical explanation why I could speak like her, I could talk. They said, so I said, "So I guess you're telling me I have a God-powered voice?" And they said, "Yeah, I guess you could say that because there's no medical explanation." And the reason why they don't know why it's high pitched, because my voice is as normal as everybody else's. So I'm a miracle in a nutshell. God's got a sense of humor, don't he? You should be with me in the McDonald's drive-thru. They'll be like, "That'll be so much, ma'am." So I get up to the window. What they see, I'm a guy. And they're like, realer than my shirt. Because they just called me a ma'am. It's funny. I get, I get hysterical. It's hilarious. I gotta tighten up my screw. Some people said I have a screw loose. That could be very easily true. But thank you. I appreciate that. No one. I appreciate that. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Sorry, you got a good look at the fence post. So I'm related to everybody, y'all. My family tree goes way, way back. on my dad's side alone because my grandma had 13 kids and she had a bunch in her family. Her family is gigantic. Grandma's was. And so that's why I document tombstones for genealogy. Which last year, the reason why I started this YouTube channel, this was last year. When I started it, I had a scare with I was told I have an enlarged liver. So for 2 weeks, I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I kept telling my wife, this is it. Everything I've done, it's catching up to me. So she said, you got to do something because you are driving me up the wall. So I did it. I did do genealogy, just went to cemeteries and took pictures on the phone. But you go to 4 or 5 cemeteries and one day you forget cemetery? What cemetery is this person in? So uh, I just decided to do a YouTube channel because I'm one of 58 grandkids on my daddy's side. So one of my first cousins look up milk thistle supplements. Yeah, I take that, but I ran out of it. You know what? Milk thistle is expensive. It, I got 90 pills for $80. It's expensive, and the only place to get it at is 30 minutes down the road because where I live at, they don't carry it. Yeah. So anyway, uh, one of my first cousins did our did the DNA test and did our genealogy for the family, and that's why I'm able to do what I'm able to do because me and the wife got on Ancestry.com back in I think 2003 in December. Did the DNA test, and so I had all that on Ancestry.com. So I've been looking for people. Yeah, I'm English, partially. It's funny because my dad always said that we have 1%, that we have Indian in us. Well, I did a DNA test on my daddy's side. If we're Indian, we're Blackfoot because I have 1% African American in me. So it's so funny because I'm not a prejudiced person. I love everybody. I'll put my arm around somebody from another that's of color and give them a hug and a kiss. I don't care. They're just a brother and a sister to me, you know. We all have a soul. That's the way God made us. So we treat people as the way He wants us to treat people. But we got sticklers out there that are brainwashed that think their kind is better than the other. God didn't make it that way. Sorry to tell you. Go read your Bible again. Go to church, get the altar, stay there till He turns you around. Gives you a new perspective of things. Because that ain't the way God made you to be. So I just, on my YouTube channel, I document, but I do pass along the love of Christ to you. I'm supposed to be a preacher, but I believe that you have to be of a good report and of, I'm good character, but You know, I still have habits. I have to shit before I preach, so. But you, I do try to give you a good outlook from a godly perspective of life and stuff like that. We all need to hear that, don't we? We all gonna get down the wrong path or, hey, Louis, Louis, I can't pronounce that, so I just call you Louis. I guess that may be how you pronounce it. It's just spelled differently. Hey, Shane. Yeah, it's hurricane season. Not here in Tennessee. Right where I'm at, I gotta watch where I step because I used to I used to work right up the road here, and it's a dead end road. I killed a big old rattlesnake, like that big around, right up the road. Then I killed a rattlesnake right down the road. It was that big around. So I don't like snakes. Black snakes, yeah, but poisonous snakes, no. I've never ate rattlesnake. I don't think, unless I was stoned and high back in the day, and didn't know it. Because every time I was drunk, people would be like, "Yeah, try this. This is good for you. Hey, better." So how is everybody? So anyway, I'm going to be doing a lot of ancestry videos, like from my family, different parts that are around about the area. And Miss Kim, I can't forget her family, so I'm gonna have to try to get her in there too. Carol, Dad cannot talk. Nope, but that's why somebody has to carry on their story. That's why I do the genealogy, because with genealogy comes a lot of unknown history or lost history. So when I do the cemeteries, if I can find any history about somebody, I put it out there. Because, we got to know lost history. But this is my sixth great grandpa right here. He fought in the Revolutionary War. You'll just have to go back at the beginning and watch the beginning of this live stream because I just got done explaining it in very good detail, too. So I'm sorry, you'll just have to go back and watch it from the beginning. Because, bro, I get on these live streams, people ask me like 4 or 5 times, what's wrong with your voice? And I explain it like in detail 3 or 4 times in a live stream. So this time, you're just gonna have to go back and rewatch. Okay? I'm sorry about that. Doc, how you doing, Doc? A person gets tired of explaining it. So you know what? I'm gonna have to make a video in detail of it and get it out there for you. I might just do that today. I don't have to edit nothing. Maybe, at the beginning, this is explaining my voice. Don't go nowhere. Put that in the front so people know, oh, this is about his voice. I might do that. Now I know who this person is now. Her name is Frances. She married into the Davenports. But I can't remember who she married. I can't remember I just looked it up last night. But she's buried here. She didn't live that long. 63, 73, 83. She was 39. But he's buried with my fourth great grandma. She's Greenberry and Tempe's granddaughter. That's my fourth great grandma. She married into the Davenports. And her mom is Nancy. She married into the Tollets. She married John Tollet. He was married. He was murdered during the Civil War. He always carried, well, from what I hear in the story goes, he always had a lot of money on him. He carried like a big bunch of money at a time. And that could be somebody else. But that's what I heard, that's why they came. I think that's actually uh, Dr. John Ford that I'm talking about. Now, he was murdered along with a Davenport in Grassy Cove. There was like a big feud over that too. Because I think it was the Sherrills that killed him. But this is John. John passed away in a fire in 1939 down there at the barn. The old barn, it burnt. And he was in the fire when it burnt. Yeah, I probably missed my calling. I should have been a cartoon character actor. You're right. Somebody else told me that I'm so small that I missed my calling. I should have been a horse jockey. I'm so small. But nah. I raised horses when I was little. When I was a kid growing up, I broke a few horses. Few of them broke me. The last, well, pony, I tried to, I tried to break. She threw me off, and I ended up against a. I'll show you what I ended up against. If they got one, I don't think they've got any. But I ended up when she threw me off. There was these, the fence they use now, the metal the metal ones you drive into the ground. When she threw me off, my back hit the top of it, and I skid all the way down to my neck. Yeah, that's the last time I broke a horse. Yeah, it took me 2 weeks to recover from that. So, never again after that. Yeah, that hurt. Oops. Yeah, that hurt. So I said, to heck with this. I'm getting too old for this. That was in my 20s. Hey, good morning, Miss Allen. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was raised on a farm. We had horses, cows, goats. Gets out. Pigs, goats. I said goats. Sheep. My mom used to shear 'em, and she spin wool into yarn. She still has her